Well, howdy, y'all. It's time to feed the shadows once again. I'm your Shadow Keeper, Matt, and you're watching the Umbral Almanac. This week, we're reviewing the brand new indie horror climbing game, Idols of Ash. I'll be giving you a full review, gameplay highlights, and a final score at the end. So come walk with me and allow me to guide you through the shadows as we review Idols of Ash. I initially dismissed this game when I saw it because I just couldn't see myself really enjoying a horror climbing sim. But after catching a few videos of other creators playing it, I decided to give it a shot. Idols of Ash quickly proved all my assumptions wrong. I instantly saw the appeal. This game manages to so beautifully blend the challenges of a physics puzzle sim with the atmospheric horror of a dungeon dive, all within the unassuming package of its PSX-style art. In Idols of Ash, your character must reach the bottom of a massive stone structure miles within the earth. The game features a fairly intriguing story of loss and regret, but the story is clearly outshined by the brilliant physics mechanics. The players find themselves desperately searching for the next path forward, or rather, downward, with only their wits and their trusty grapple hook. Oh yeah, and there's a giant centipede that's constantly chasing you. While it does take some time to learn the mechanics initially, throw a hook, don't die, the game immediately draws you in with the many well-designed paths into the depths. The map gives players several options to find their own styles and strategies of descent. There's even already a fairly robust speedrunning community for the game. Whether you're hopping from stone to stone, swinging off ledges, rappelling into the abyss, or just base jumping and praying you catch a ledge, this game offers a ton of unique options to fit your style. The giant centipede that's hunting you remains a steady source of tension that always seems to be right at your heels. Its persistent skittering drives you constantly towards the edge, forcing risky decisions that in many cases can lead to an even worse fate. Turns out the Hungry Guardian isn't the only threat in this game. The well-designed physics mechanics means that you take not only fall damage, but also a not insignificant beating from slamming into walls, and even damage from a sudden yank from catching yourself out of a high-velocity fall. This leads to a perfect balance of strategic planning, creative problem-solving, risk assessment, and split-second reactionary leaps of faith. The atmosphere is haunting in its simplicity. There is absolutely zero background music, which in any other situation I would consider cheap and low effort. But here, it was absolutely the right creative choice. The silence lends to the isolation and only amplifies the ambient echoes of the cavern and the clattering of your stalker. Even in the brief moments of relaxation, the distant crescendoing echo of the centipede persists as a reminder that you are never really alone. On a personal note, if you ever want to check if your left mouse button is working, this is definitely the game to do it. The focus on this simple single mechanic made it glaringly obvious that it was time for a new mouse. I literally bought a new one an hour into the game. You can only fail a jump and restart the same checkpoint so many times before the left mouse button isn't the only thing broken. Altogether, this Spartan take on an atmospheric horror climbing sim is a sharp, meticulously crafted love letter to the physics puzzle genre that still manages to evoke fear and build tension in a way that forces players to progress. I thoroughly enjoyed this game, and with multiple challenge modes and even a customizable sandbox mode available after you finish the main story, there is a ton of room for replayability. I recommend this game to anyone looking for a more casual horror experience that still keeps you on your toes and forces you to think outside the box. I give this game a 4.0 out of 5. Hey, thanks for watching, y'all. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, be sure to like and subscribe. And hit that bell so you can get notified each time we make a new sacrifice to the void each week. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below with what you want to see me review next. I am always looking for new horror experiences to get into. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and keep those shadows fed.